Hello, this is Blue Star, Defender of Equestria, and this is the next live reaction video, quote-unquote live reaction video. I don't know if I'll keep referring to them as Comrex or not, but anyway, this is the next episode of My Little Pony Season 4. Darn, I remember looking up the name before, but then I forgot. Dang it. Reminds me like a Digimon, like where Jedi asks, where Jedi just informs, oh, there's the 8th child, and they ask him what's his or her name. He's like, I forgot. Jedi. Yeah. So anyway, yes, I must admit it's been kind of a rough few days for me because unfortunately I wanted to get a focus on video out about the last one and completely failed. I got as far as to record the audio and stuff, and I'm sorry. I mean, I must admit I got distracted. Then it's Thanksgiving. Oh dear. So things didn't go. Things went awry, and things went complete utter failure. Bummer. I'm sorry about that, of course. But well, yeah, I definitely have to do. I actually had to do some work yesterday on my day off, so that kind of annoyed me. So that kind of annoyed me too. But anyway, enough of that. So I'm definitely looking forward to the next episode. Yes, so some things I want to say that I was going to say in that video is that it's clear to me that they're shifting the focus away from the main 6. Because from the starters, the picture's different. The picture in the opening is different. It's of the whole town and not just the main 6. Not to mention they say in the promo that that basically, yes, I keep checking around that all my various things are recording, which so far they are, with the exception of my video capture program, which I've yet to start, which hopefully will not crash during this, because yeah, that didn't make that a lot of fun last time, because my video program crashed and I had to recapture the video, so I was very, very upset about that. But anyway, enough. So I'm looking forward to that. But anyway, I think the focus is going to be more on the other characters and Ponyville, that because they say that this could affect the destiny of Ponyville forever. So I think whatever's in the box may not necessarily be, a new 6 elements of harmony. It might be something for Ponyville, that maybe it'll transform Ponyville somehow or some way. And maybe this episode might. I remember. Briefly looked at the title and like that maybe maybe Ponyville will become like another Canterlot or another Crystal Empire or something like that. That whatever's in the box is going to be more about community spirit or stuff like that rather than friendship. I mean, that'll be the ever interesting thing. It'll be interesting to see if there's any more friendship lessons. I mean, I don't think there'll be any more letters to Celestia because Twilight is basically her equal now with stuff like that. She says flat out that she's not her student anymore, so I doubt there'll be any more letters to Celestia and all that stuff. Okay, so it's about here we go, so. Alright. Yeah, so I didn't. Okay, I think I'm gonna start. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, start.
Ponyville forever. My Little Pony, friendship is magic. All new coming up next, right here.
Oh yes, and just for fun, I changed up the scope on my caster. Ah dear. Hasbro. Oh no, I forgot to start my DVR. Twilight studying. Come on. There we go, got it. Aww.
What's wrong, Twilight?
I've gone through every book in Ponyville, Spike, and there isn't a single mention of the mysterious chest that came from the Tree of Harmony.
Bummer.
Nor anything about keys to unlock it. But something tells me that opening it is pretty important.
Yeah, I'd say so, Twilight.
I hope Princess Celestia has some ideas. If the library in Canterlot doesn't have anything, I don't know where else to look.
Bummer. Oh, poor Spike, he gets back.
My dearest
A letter from Celestia.
While it would be perfectly lovely to have you in Canterlot once more, I have another option in mind much closer to Ponyville.
As you know, the ancient castle that I once shared with Princess Luna lies mostly in ruins.
Bummer.
Deep in the Everfree Forest.
Cool.
But if you look carefully, you may find a book that could prove helpful to your research, hidden somewhere in what's left of the castle
Talk
library.
about deja vu. That looks strangely familiar.
Look at all these ancient books. It's a veritable gold.
Twilight's happy.
I can't believe it.
And it survived all these ages.
Whoa.
Spike, you really must be more careful. Ooh.
So,
Interesting looking.
Twilight, ready to head home?
Interesting.
Are you kidding? This place is perfect.
Twilight's happy. Apparently Spike doesn't like spiders. Oh dear.
My little pony, my little pony.
It's so nice to be able to include the opening, because, well, I'll comment about this in a minute.
Until you're shared its magic with me. Big adventure, tons of fun. A beautiful heart, faithful and strong. Sharing kindness, it's an easy feat. And magic makes it all complete. Do you know
Ah, hello, Princess Luna. Oh. Alright, so I'm just gonna put, whoops. Oh, curses, it fell off. Oh dear. Oh well, that's okay. So yes, as you probably will notice that I decided to block out and mute the commercials instead of just, I don't know why I decided to show them and stuff. Anyway, enough of that. Oh, just a second. I'm just gonna... Yes, one of these days I'll tilt the camera over and you can see what I'm leaning over. I'm leaning up, turn my laptop around so I don't see the screen reflecting in it and stuff like that. Anyway, enough of that nonsense. So yes, yeah, Twilight's very happy. Yeah, it's so nice, but yeah, it is very nice to be able to see to show the opening because I think it was mysterious Brony who's done a lot of research on basically defeating the content ID system. That in short, they basically preloaded all of the 65 episodes of My Little Pony into the show, into YouTube's content ID system, so it gets hammered. So it no longer matters about the opening because they won't match you on the opening. They'll match you on something else. They'll match you on the episode itself. So you may as well just leave it open. But the key is the short story with this is just make it really small, make it reasonably small, and they won't detect it. Because either they don't care or they don't detect it or whatever. Anyway, enough of that. So yeah, so interesting. It's like, talk about deja vu. It's like we were over here last episode. And interesting, Twilight was technically here. I mean, it's an interesting thing, that spell. What does it do? I mean, it's an odd thing. But then again, magic is one of those things that allows you to cheat. I mean, it obviously didn't teleport her back in time. I guess she just somehow saw those visions. Or anyway, it's definitely cool to. I like this quest. I mean, again, as I was gonna say in my focus on video, which I'll probably get around that video editing. But yeah, I mean, I'm a little concerned that maybe this being too in-depth like this might be a risk for the 6-year-olds and all that stuff, that we might lose them, and the show would die if that happened. Because, okay, but we're back. But, it's like, the bronies love the show, but the primary audience, okay, nothing.
I'm not gonna move. You move. There is no
What the heck is going on?
Moving.
This is the most daring dare. Anything you for dare another part
Nobody
of the
move.
dare. Huh? It's exciting!
That bee was not too smart.
What y'all doing?
Who are you?
Rainbow Dash and Applejack are competing for the title of most daring pony. This is the final test. The bee stare.
Castle Main Inn.
Like friends.
Darn it.
I'm gonna need my bees back.
Yeah, it's like, I want my bees back.
Then we'll never find out who the most daring pony is.
Hey, sorry about that.
Those are some well-trained bees.
Well, what do we do now?
Don't worry, ladies. I've been keeping excellent score all
Hey, wait a minute. They were waiting.
the decimal, carry the 2, and congratulations! You're tied!
Tied? You can't be tied for the most daring pony.
Yeah, that would be kind of a
I don't
bummer.
know. Numbers don't lie.
What? That's...
I'd love to stay and keep keeping score, but I promised to help test the new school bell. I get to ring it all week, non-stop.
Bummer.
And I don't even have to take turns because no one else volunteers.
She's gonna be sleep deprived.
Okay,
She's
no
tired.
problem. We just have to come up with another daring dare. Right.
I don't think it's too daring to be being surrounded by bees when you have the suits on.
I might have an idea of what we can do.
I'm glad to see that apparently they're doing a much more casual episode. But then again, that's usually the way the two-parters go.
Don't you think it's a little late in the day to be walking through the forest? It is Star Spider season after all.
Star spiders?
I'm sure you have a very good reason.
Simply the most important reason I've ever had in my entire life.
Oh, well then I'm happy to help. What is it?
I've heard rumors that the castle of the two sisters is filled with the most gorgeous
gorgeous of ancient tapestries in all of pony history.
They may not be intact though after.
Think of those magnificent creations rotting away in those old ruins, totally unappreciated.
Aw.
I see.
Uh-oh.
Your help in borrowing one or two to bring back to the boutique where I can restore them. Maybe I'll even use the patterns as the inspiration for a new line.
Uh-oh. That could be a copyright violation.
Sounds very important. Yes.
Uh-oh.
Maybe not the most important thing in my
Fluttershy's not
life,
happy.
but retro ancient classical will be all the rage next
Retro
season,
ancient.
so it's nothing to sneeze at.
Brain not functioning. We remember that.
Are you sure you need those tapestries? But of course. Although I must admit these ruins are a fright. Look at all the dirt everywhere.
The dirt. You didn't even make it inside yet.
Angel!
Oh, come back. We don't want you to be, I don't know, something. Oh. That don't look like no spider.
It's practically an artistic treasure trove of ancient good taste.
Looks kind of messed up to me.
Angel! Oh, you really shouldn't have run off like that. Ancient ruins are filled with all sorts of things that can hurt you.
I would think
You can
so.
stub your toe or trip on a loose stone. You have to be careful.
You have to be paying attention. It's like,
I don't think I'll need all these candles, Twilight. I was really only scared for a second.
Oh, these aren't for you, Spike. We're gonna be studying late into the night.
Oh.
And we're gonna need all the light we can get.
bummer.
Oh, great.
Aw, poor I know the feeling.
Well, here we are.
What's so daring about this?
What a
This
coincidence!
is where we got the elements of harmony.
When I was just a filly, Granny Smith told me of an ancient legend. When Nightmare Moon was banished, not every last bit of her dark magic went with her. Granny used to say, when night falls on the castle, that magic takes the form of the Pony of Shadows.
You mean like a ghost?
No, Pony, no.
She can't be a ghost. She's not dead. No pony knows.
This one is perfect.
It's Princess Luna, most
Certainly
likely.
could use some restoration. Be a dear. Fly up there and lift it off that hook.
Hey, can't you do that? Uh-oh. Fluttershy.
Maybe from below.
From below. Uh-oh, they got Fluttershy.
I don't see what's so daring about an old legend. Plus, I don't believe in ghosts.
You might want to rethink your position on that.
Oh no! Run! Get back here! Uh-oh. It was so scary we had to cut a commercial. I know I said that a lot, but anyway. Oh dear. Oh yes, by the way, I have family and stuff over, and one of them has a kid, so if you hear any and mysterious noises in the microphone or something, don't worry. Oh, it drives me crazy sometimes. Sometimes I want to put like a shield or something in front of it so it can't pick it up. Anyway, so as I was saying, I'm glad that they're going. I mean, yeah, most of the two-parters and the season finales are usually very heavy and big and serious and stuff like that. But you know, the rest of the episodes are usually casual, and I'm glad to see that this is a casual episode because this is definitely a make or break season for MLP because like they're clearly going more in depth and stuff like that. So there's a danger that they could lose the 6-year-olds, and if they lose the 6-year-olds, Hasbro could very easily just pull the plug on the whole show because there's no point in them funding the show if their primary audience is gone. If the 6-year-olds just don't want to can't handle it anymore, or it's just too much for them or something, they'll. You know, they won't buy the 6-year-olds won't buy the 6-year-olds won't beg their parents to buy the toys and stuff, and Hasbro will go away and pull the plug on the show. But again, I don't think that'll happen. Because again, this is clearly another one of those casual episodes and stuff like that. It's definitely a fun casual episode, as most of the episodes usually are. And it must have been. I'm just concerned. That's all. But I'm glad that they are going down roads that they haven't gone down before. That they're doing, you know, kind of. Celestia got to have some lines. Okay. I must admit, I'm using this time to. I mean, nothing major so far has happened so far. It's like I do find it funny that you know all the main 6 just happened to go to the castle all at once for one thing or another. But yeah, the thing that what's this? Oh, it's toys for equestrian girls. Stuff like that. That's cool. I mean, yeah, but this is almost why I wanted to leave them running, because it's running. But anyway, enough of that nonsense. But anyway, enough of that. Yes, my brain is a little bit malfunctioning because I had to stay. I feel your pain, Spike. It's like I unfortunately stayed up a little late and got. Oh, first of all, I'm angry because I had to work and stuff, so that didn't make me very happy. But still, I'm glad that so far it's pretty good. It's pretty good. I mean, I like the show. I like the show. I mean, yeah, I think it'll be okay. I think I'm overreacting a little bit and stuff like that. Yeah. I was also really angry that I couldn't get my focus on video out and stuff. I mean, I must admit again, that was. I'm not gonna say that wasn't entirely my fault. I got seduced by stuff. Anyway, enough of that. But yeah, I mean, anyway. So now we're back. So let's get going. Back to the episode.
You saw that, right?
I have a feeling I know someone. Somebody might be making an appearance in this episode.
My wing.
Oh my
Oh
dear,
no,
I'm
she's
so
been injured.
sorry. That tapestry is far too heavy. We'll just have to find a smaller one.
Rarity.
Oh, of course.
Where,
Rarity.
pray tell, did you disappear to?
What do you mean?
While you were struggling under that fabric, the entire wall spun around. You must have activated a secret door.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I suppose these ruins are chock full of them.
Bummer.
Absolutely. We must use the utmost care as we
Bye. Hey, Joel. What did you do?
Okay, so maybe the legend
Come back, you cowards!
That's why I brought you here. I guess only
Stand
the
up.
most daring pony of all could stay in this castle
Stand and
without
fight.
being scared off.
What? Uh-oh. Did you just...
Scared? I'm not
You
scared.
used the S word on...
Me neither.
Then it's
Ooh, wait.
settled. Whoever stays in the castle the longest is the most daring pony.
Deal.
Interesting.
But it's gonna take a lot more than some shadowy ghost pony to get
I'm looking at the
me.
paintings on the walls.
Me too.
Oh, thank you. The eye moves. I predict a visit from some character
Find
that we've
anything,
seen in a
Spike?
book or something before.
Nope. Nothing yet.
Angel, what are you
Why did Blood and Celestia booby trap their own castle? Ooh. I have a feeling the book on the table is the important one.
The Journal of the Two Sisters. Maybe this is the book
Hey, wait a minute.
Princess Celestia was talking
Don't you know it's
about.
not nice to read other people's journals?
I sure hope you're not afraid of the dark, Applejack.
I can't say that I am. But even if I was, I'd be at least 50% less scared of it than you, Rainbow Dash.
Now, kitties.
I don't know how all that math works because I'm not scared at all.
Me neither.
Remember, kids, being scared is not bad.
What's the matter?
Letting control you is bad.
It's just a dark hallway full of disembodied pony legs.
Yeah.
No, they're not. They're just like
Nothing
candlesticks,
Creepy about that.
aren't they? Hello. Ah!
I'm starting to wonder if maybe this
Dark
castle
side
doesn't
is
want
strong
my
here.
Expertise.
Oh no,
dear.
they've been captured.
Rarity, have you seen him? I'm not sure he made the trip down with us, dear.
Bummer.
Oh, goodness! We have to find him. An ancient castle is no place for a bunny. He could get
I don't-
hit by falling debris, or the floor could give out under him. Oh, he could be trapped in a dark place with no way out.
I can only imagine how that might feel.
I was thinking that, it's like, what's nice though that she cares more about Angel than herself, which is cool. It's definitely in her character. Uh-oh.
Applejack, if you're scared, you can just admit it. You don't need to put your hook around me.
I didn't do that.
I'm over here.
I'm over here. Oh no.
Rarity, what is it? I felt something alive.
It's alive!
Joe.
No. What?
Well, tapestries or no, I have had just about enough of secret passages, mysterious presences, and unappreciative castles.
But we can't leave now. Not with Angel lost somewhere in this dangerous old castle.
Good point.
He could be trapped under a crumbling statue, or stuck high in a tower without food, or water,
Cause it-
or any friends at all.
Aw. Or not.
Spike, you've got to hear this. I love to duck behind the paintings, and though the Hall of Hooves still gives her a bit of a fright, the trapdoor slide is Luna's favorite.
Hall of Hooves?
What?
Soon the organ to the outside will be finished. I can hardly wait.
The organ?
What's the organ to the outside?
I have no idea.
Ooh, that could be interesting. My dad would love this. He loves organs. Whoever it is, they can play.
You hear that?
Oh, yeah?
You mean the creepy sound of a haunted pipe organ?
Yeah, organs don't play themselves.
Maybe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
They're losing it.
Twilight? Did you hear something?
Yeah, I think she probably
No,
did.
Spike. Quit being such a scaredy dragon. This castle is thousands of years old, and half of it was destroyed by Nightmare Moon. Of course it makes strange sounds.
Bummer.
It's practically falling apart.
Ooh. Excellent. As if on cue.
Okay.
Angel! Angel!
I had a cat whose
I'm
name was
sure I'll
Angel.
find him.
Sadly, she's gone to cat heaven.
Angel!
What was that?
Did you find Angel? Is he okay?
They are perfect. No castle in its right mind could possibly object to my restoring such exquisite works of art.
Oh, they're lovely, Rarity, but I have to keep looking for Angel. Oh, I hope he doesn't think I've given up on him.
Aww. Don't worry, Angel's okay. Verity's happy, at least.
Do you
Ooh.
think there's a single room in this castle that isn't filled with terrifying things?
That's some scary-looking armor.
Whoa! It's just old pony armor. What's the big deal?
Yeah, it's not like it's gonna come to life or anything,
Uh-oh.
right?
Not right. In this crisis show, everything's possible. Whoops. Oh dear. Oh. That was convenient. Ugh. Don't look down. Oh my gosh, a scary dragon. Twilight is oblivious, or she's deaf. Oh dear. Ah, dear, oh dear. Yes, if you've ever wanted to know what my caster looks like without a scope on top of it. Sorry. Oh, sorry. I'm losing my mind, I tell you. So, who's the... I don't know. Yes, I have a feeling I'm gonna say two things. I don't know. Again, I don't know if I should do my predictions during the episode, but yeah, I think I know who the pony and the cape might be. I'll give you a hint. She was in the promo. Her name begins with D. But again, wait a minute. I'm thinking about this. It's like, oh dear, that's probably wrong. No, I think that was flat wrong, and I'll explain why later. No, this is what happens when my brain is malfunctioning. Oh, but anyway, the organ to the outside. That could be interesting. What could that mean? That could mean maybe this is like, I don't really think that, but I always maybe it's like another portal or something to the outside of Equestria, meaning our world or something like that. Nah, I don't really think that's true. I must admit, that's how I think. I think of Equestria as being sort of like alternate dimension somewhere, and the rest of the real world or whatever is the outside or something like that. I don't think that's true. I like that, but no. Who knows? Maybe it's just a big organ. It's like, it appears to be the central control of this of the castle and everything like that. Every time she pushes something, it makes something else work or something like that. Anyway, the thing that Twilight's completely oblivious to everything that's going on. Well, she's being Twilight again. That's the thing I like about Alicorn Twilight and Princess Twilight. Is that, yeah, she's still Twilight. She's definitely a much more, she's definitely more evolved, more friendly, more responsible, and all that stuff. But she's still Twilight. Her core character, in a way, hasn't changed. But anyway, enough of that. So, yes, I must admit, my brain's malfunctioning, and it's a little difficult to concentrate looking at these giant pictures sometimes. Oh dear. But yeah, I mean, yeah, there's not a lot of comment so much on this one. This one's definitely a much more casual, episode. I mean, obviously, it's we're trying to learn about the thing. It's interesting. It's like, oh, it sounds like a journal from like this journal sounds like a journal from like when Luna and Celestia were much younger and stuff like that. I was gonna say when they were kids, but probably no, they weren't kids. They weren't kids when they became princesses and stuff like that. Oh dear. So yeah. Oh. Yeah, it's supposed to be my brain's malfunctioning, so I can't think of anything too smart. Which is fortunate, but that's okay because we're back. Yo. I'm sorry. It looks a lot. It got darker all of a sudden.
Now you look here, Castle. You are very old and very scary.
And it's making noise.
Your wall art is in an atrocious state. And there is nothing you can do to keep me from my sacred task of restoration.
Well, good for her.
Applejack, if you went back to Ponyville, that means I win, right?
Well, ouch. That would hurt. Rarity.
I know hiding isn't really your sense of humor, but please let this be a joke.
Oh, poor Fluttershy. Boom. I have a feeling that was an incredible coincidence. That was an odd sound for her to make.
Rainbow? Hello?
It's a scary castle.
I guess if I don't find you, I'll win by default, right?
I don't know. Rarity is a mess.
Of all the castles in Equestria, this is by far the most ungrateful.
It's a castle. It's a pile of stone. It doesn't have a personality. Oh dear.
Angel! Rarity! Oh, I hope you two are together.
Ah, dear. I must have been getting... Oh.
Haunted statues, creepy armor. Come on, Castle. Is that all you got?
Why is everybody shouting at the castle? It's a pile of stone. It's not like it's a scary monster. That wasn't difficult to predict.
I was only trying to restore ancient.
Poor Rarity. Aw. Oh my gosh. The cameraman was crushed. Oh.
What in the world is that?
Oh, probably just more strange sounds of this old castle
Poor-
falling apart.
No one likes sarcasm, Spike.
Ah! Well, at least Twilight finally heard something.
What got into them?
Which got into them? Good question. It's like they should really open their eyes when they're going.
Angel, you're
So.
okay. You're okay.
Shadows everywhere.
The shadows are everywhere. Aw, Rarity, it's okay. Aw, this is honestly getting a little tiresome. Help, I'm frozen. I can't move.
Safe. Angel.
Your mind powers do not work on me.
She's with me. Thank you.
Have you all spent the whole night running around scaring each other?
Bummer.
Well,
Uh,
that depends.
I think the answer
On
is yes.
what? On whether or not you're the Pony of Shadows.
What's the Pony of Shadows?
Oh, that's just an old pony's tale.
We've heard that before.
Then who's playing that?
And we've heard that before too.
We're going to find out.
Right attitude. I must admit this is kind of getting drawn out a little bit too long in all honesty, but hopefully we'll finally find some answers. It's been fun, though. It has been fun. Ooh, whoever it is, they can play good. My dad would definitely like that person. That pony. It's a big, dark, scary organ. But it still functions good after 1,000 years.
Pony of shadows.
Oh, come on, Twilight. Not you too. That pony has no face. Hello? It's Pinkie Pie.
Guys, did you know I can totally play the organ? Because I didn't.
Okay.
Check it out!
Charge!
The pony of shadows?
The pony of what? See? What did I tell you?
I thought you had to ring the school bell all week.
Oh yeah! I only had to ring it for like 5 minutes. They said that was good enough. Yeah, can't imagine why.
Ow, that looks painful.
So then, I decided to throw a finish ring in the school bell party. But I didn't have any blue bells, and you can't throw a finish ring in the school bell party without blue bells. So I went to every free forest to pick some, but it started to get so chilly. I had to wrap myself up in the tarp I was going to use to scare the flowers. And then I saw Fluttershy and Rarity, but they went into the castle before I could invite them to my party. Luckily, I followed them inside so I could help you all with your party.
What party is that?
The every pony come to the scary old castle and hide from each other while I play the organ part?
No! Hey, you ejected Spike. That wasn't nice. Again, it only made sense to Pinkie Pie.
I swear, this is going right back where I found it, just as soon as I returned it to its former glory.
Hey, what about Celestia's?
Now, don't go running off again. Oh, I can't believe I was so frightened. Guess I let my imagination get the best of me.
I sense the lesson
I
coming.
think we all did.
I always let my imagination run away from me. Then it comes back with cake.
Well, it's good to know that whenever your imagination is getting away from you, a good friend can help you rein it in. And even though I didn't find anything out about the mysterious chest, I'm glad I was here to help all of you.
You certainly did that, Twilight. Yeah. Why weren't you scared?
Reading Celestia's diary made it hard to be afraid, because I knew what it was like when she and Luna lived here. Knowing something about the past made it easier to deal with my problems in the present, even the scary ones. I just thought of a great idea.
Uh-oh.
Why don't we keep a journal, just like the Royal Pony
Ah,
Sisters?
cunning.
Sure. That way we can learn from each other. And maybe someday other ponies will read it and learn something too.
What a splendid idea.
I know what my first entry will be. Dear Diary, I'm glad Granny Smith's legend wasn't true.
Me too. Me three.
Huh.
Because that means you two are still tied for most daring.
Bummer. Stirring contest.
Shadow ponies? How ridiculous is that?
Uh-oh. Interesting. Thank you to hardworking people for working so hard on the show. Yo.
The Hub Network gives you a
Looks like it's gonna be the
reason to
same again, so.
Brand new episodes of My Little Pony are here. All new
Just a
challenges,
sec.
all new villains, and a new
I
quest that
still
can
can't get a good look at that
change
guy.
Ponyville forever. My Little Pony,
Alright, enough of
Friendship
that.
is Magic. All new next Saturday morning at 10:30 a.m. Eastern, 7:30 Pacific, only on the Hub Network.
Alright. Just a second. Unfortunately, I have to turn off. Unfortunately, I have to turn off all my recording devices. Except for my audio, of course. Just a second. Damn. My stupid capture program crashed again. Oh dear, that makes me most unhappy. Oh well. If anybody knows a better video capture program out there, please tell me, because my mind has an annoying habit of crashing after like 25 minutes or so. Anyway, so yeah. That really doesn't make me happy. Okay, anyway, back to this episode. So, this is definitely a fun episode, but actually, first to the pony in Who's the Shadows. It looked like it could be Trixie. It could be Trixie because she had the magic hat and all that stuff. But her eyes were glowing yellow. So, Yeah, so maybe it's Sakura slash Trixie. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. I actually thought the pony, the pony of shadows was Daring Do, because she's actually in one of the. I'm pretty sure she was in the promos. But then I remembered she's a fictional character within this universe, so she can't appear, because that would be like Indiana Jones appearing in the real world. It's like he's not a real guy and she's not a real character. I mean, she's a storybook character in a story in a series which is essentially about a storybook in a way. So anyway, so the journal, ooh, cunning. It's like, yeah, I think that they want to go back to, so that's probably how they're going to replace the letters to Celestia. They're going to do a Dear Diary thing. In a way, I kind of don't like that, because it's not the same thing as Dear Princess Celestia. It's going to be Dear Diary. It's been done before and stuff like that. But still, that'll be cool. It will be nice to have the letters back in some way. I think the letters served, basically as the summary of the big lesson, because otherwise, these are little kids, and that they usually need to be in a way told what the lesson is. And I must admit, sometimes some people need to be told the lesson. Like, for example, I wouldn't have necessarily learned the lesson in this episode is basically, don't let your imagination get the better of you and stuff like that and everything. I think darn. Oh yes. Sorry, my brain is malfunctioning. Dr. Wolf will probably appreciate this episode, because I actually asked him once, why are you a wolf? Seems an odd character to pick to be, an MLP analyst. It's like wolves eat ponies and stuff like that. But anyway, the thing is with him is that he describes why he originally was a wolf, because when he was a child, he saw, I forget the movie it was, but this really scary thing with wolves going, "Rah!" and stuff like that when he was like 6 years old or something like that. He was really terrified of wolves after that. And who couldn't be? And who wouldn't be, in a way? But then later in life or whatever, I don't remember when, but he says that, he went and he learned all about wolves, and he thought that, they're actually pretty cool and stuff like that. Wolves aren't scary, they're actually cool. So that's cool. So I think he'll appreciate that. And I definitely do not appreciate ringing telephones. I don't know if you can hear that telephone, but anyway. Why does the universe hate me? No. But that's how I feel sometimes. Anyway, enough of that. It was like I must have been inventing. I'm sorry about that. I'm sorry. I don't think I did so good on this one. I didn't do so good on this one, but oh well. Anyway, so yeah, this wasn't an earth-shattering, shocking episode. It was fun. It was entertaining. It was enjoyable, and all that stuff. And I'm sorry if my venting and stuff was not good. I'm sorry about that. But there wasn't. It was definitely a lot of fun things. I mean, it was interesting to see some alternate pony armor and stuff. That must have been kind of cool. An organ of all things. An organ of all things. It was interesting to see this castle as well, because this is actually I'm pretty sure that the Tree of Harmony is actually under this castle, or it's near this castle and stuff like that. Because you could see, I'm pretty sure that this castle was sort of like in the background a little bit. In a way, that kind of makes sense. They discovered this big powerful thing. What better place than to build your castle than right next to it, essentially. But then it was destroyed by Nightmare Moon. I don't remember Nightmare Moon doing that much damage to the castle and stuff like that. In a way, I kind of didn't like this episode. It's one of those things about, it was kind of funny for the first few minutes, but then it keeps getting dragged on and on and on and on. It's like, can we move on to something else now? It's like, yes, but I'm waiting for the big reveal, which sadly there is none. Twilight learned a lot about, I'm sorry, I hit my thing again. Twilight learned a lot about Celestia's early years with Luda in this castle, but otherwise, which probably was interesting to her, but it didn't really move the story along or anything like that. The big story arc thing in this episode is that it sounds like they're going to start writing. All the main subjects are going to start writing journals. So when they learn a lesson of some kind, that they're going to write it in their journal and stuff like that. And that'll be cool. That's cool. I mean, that's not a bad thing to encourage, people and children to do. Just go write a journal and stuff like that. That's cool. I mean, that's obviously, again, that's the replacement for the letter to Celestia. Because, again, Twilight just simply can't do a letter to Celestia. It doesn't make any sense. It doesn't make any sense. It'd be like, it would literally be like a princess, an adult princess writing a letter to the queen, and stuff like that. And you're like, yes, I know that Celestia is not referred to to as the queen, but yeah, I mean, in chain of command, it's obviously Celestia, Luna, Twilight, and stuff like that. So yeah, so Celestia's ultimately in charge and stuff like that. But anyway, enough of that. Yeah, so, overall, I think this was a good one. This is definitely a fun episode. It's definitely a fun episode. If you were expecting, I mean, which is actually a pretty good thing to do after, I think the last episode was the last two episodes were, in a way, very heavy. They were very heavy, in a way. There was a lot of emotional stuff in there and backstory and stuff. It was good to, have a nice, casual, light-hearted episode and everything. And still, there's actually a pretty good lesson here. Again, I'm sure, Dr. Wolf definitely appreciates this episode because he gets it. It's like, sometimes the best way to overcome a fear of something is to go and learn about it and learn, it's not so scary after all. It's like, that's not so bad. The big thing with fear and anxiety is you have to face it. And basically, I mean, yes, I actually bought this technique called the Panic Away system by I don't remember who it was, but anyway, just search for Panic Away. And anyway, I will actually want to tell you basically how it works, but I don't want him to sue me and stuff like that. But yeah, I mean, it's ultimately about facing the fear and anxiety and realizing that it's not so bad, that it can't really hurt you and stuff like that, and dealing with it and stuff like that. And that's and one way to do that is to learn more about it. It's like, it's not that scary. It's like, it's not really, obviously there's obviously nothing here. I mean, it's still kind of odd when I think about it now that the organ appears to be controlling all these traps and everything. It's like, why did Celestia and Luna rig their castle with traps? It seems kind of an odd thing to do, and then rig them all to be controlled by this organ. I must admit, there was an interesting diagram that, with the organ and stuff, maybe there's something significant there. Let's see. I mean, I don't think there's anything earth-shattering in this episode, or I guess Equestria shattering in this episode, I guess, or whatever. Still, I think it was a good episode. I liked it. I enjoyed it. Yes. Now I don't think I have much to say about this one. Still, again, I liked it and it's good. It's nice to have a nice casual episode. This is honestly where I watch a show. I don't want a big, deep, serious show. I mean, I'm not saying that it's what it's turning into. It's not turning into Game of Thrones or anything remotely like that. And after seeing this, I mean, it's clear that the show, I think the show, again, I trust them. I think they're going to get the balance right. And it is true that the two-parters and the season finales are usually very heavy. They usually deal with a big, serious threat or something, or a lesson or something big. And the rest of the season is nice and casual and fun and stuff. And I think from seeing what other things that are in this season and stuff, it's like from the promos, like there's gonna be some fun things. Yes, I mean, this almost makes me want to know. I mean, I think I want to say this as well, is that, do you want me to do like reviews or maybe focus on videos on these episodes? Because the thing is, I use my Comrack videos as kind of a dual review thing. It's like I sit, I watch the episode, I comment on it, and then at the end I talk about it for 10-20 minutes or sometimes even longer about the episode and everything. And I almost like, why should I do this video? Because I said this during the end of my Comrack video. Yes, I'm still going to refer to these as Comrack videos, even though these are now true reaction videos, because I've not seen these before. Yes! So anyway, so I'd like your opinion on that, because honestly, I don't have the time, and I do have the time, but I just have to sit down. Like, I must admit, I got distracted. Okay, I'm not going to go there. It's, I guess, I'm just going to say shortly that, I got distracted. I did have to do work when I didn't think I had to, and honestly, still not feeling so good. I'm tired, and sometimes the last thing I want to do after beating my head against the wall on code and things like that, is to go and do more work on these videos. Because I enjoy making these videos, but the focus on videos, and sometimes even these, they're definitely work sometimes. I enjoy doing them, but they are work. It's not fun and exciting, the whole process and stuff. Okay, I'm sorry. I'm venting again. I don't want to do that. At least not here, anyway. So, yes. Anyway, because, I mean, it is sort of like, I said this during my video, why should I make a whole separate video to that? Because I want to be official about this. I do want to get more into the analyst side again, because that was fun, that was cool. And honestly, I get way more subscribers when I link a video video to when I link focus on video to Reddit and stuff. I definitely gain a couple subscribers and stuff like that. But I'm glad that people who watch these do subscribe and like them and enjoy them and stuff like that. Okay, this video's getting long and unnecessarily and stuff like that. Again, I'm sorry. I think I'm just venting and just like and stuff like that. Because I'm very angry for myself and everything that I couldn't get done what I wanted to get done, and it's just been a total disaster in that regard, and I'm very angry at myself because I'm not totally it's definitely partially my fault. Should have just got down and did work and stuff when I shouldn't, when I didn't, and stuff like that. Anyway, so I'm gonna end. Okay, enough. So I have to get my hand further away from this thing so I stop hitting it. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's like it's a fiddly thing, this setup and everything. So, oh dear. It's just been one of these weeks where it feels like nothing can go right. Everything has to go wrong. Okay, enough. Okay, I'm gonna end with my final thoughts. I think this episode is fun. It was enjoyable. I do think everything was a little bit drawn out. I think it was just too drawn out. And it was funny. It is nice in a way to see the characters going back into some of their sort of default their things like Applejack and Rainbow Dash are having like a contest. It's like Rarity's obsessed with the tapestries and stuff like that. But they're in a way, I think that the main six and stuff in general have grown and stuff. But it's nice to see that they're not completely changed. They're still the same characters that we all know and love, and we enjoy them and stuff like that. Like Twilight started this episode by reading books. Yes! It's like, I couldn't find anything! No! Yeah, again, I know that feeling too. Oh. So anyway, yeah, so overall, I think this episode was okay. It's definitely not an earth-shattering arc episode, I think, but it was still fun and enjoyable and stuff like that. And I'm glad I get to watch the show every week, and I'm glad that I get to watch the show now with you, and hopefully I'll be able to salvage the audio and the video and stuff off of my corrupted program. Aww, that annoys me. And hopefully be able to get this video out reasonably soon, stuff like that. So anyway, I hope you enjoyed this Comrack video, and until next time, this is Blue Star. Stay strong and pony on. Blue Star out.